All right, so the organism that we've been learning about is the stickleback, which is a little fish. There are two types. One that lives in salt water and has spines on its back, and then one that lives in fresh water and it doesn't have spines. So we learned that it's not helpful for the freshwater stickleback to have spines because the dragonflies can grab them and eat them. So how did it happen that they lost their spines? So the question is, can you just get or lose something? If I say, I really need wings because I really need to fly to New York to see my brother, can I just have wings and fly? No. Can you say, my a stickleback can't just say, I don't want spines, so I'm not going to have them. I mean, it's possible that it could get injured and lose them, but that doesn't change your DNA and it doesn't change your genes. So, bear with me for a second. I know you guys missed my drawing, be honest. Let's say a stickleback has babies. It's hard to do on the side. 1 second. Okay, let's say a stickleback has 3 babies. Okay. And we are living in the freshwater, where there are dragonflies. That like to eat the stickleback. So which baby is going to have a better chance of living? The one with the big spines, the medium spines, or the very, very tiny ones? Well, we know that the dragonfly can easily eat this one, so this one will probably die, unfortunately. This one might have an okay chance of living, better than its big brother there, but this is the one that really has the advantage because the dragonfly won't choose to eat it. It's harder for it to eat it. It's like if a polar bear has really white fur and can blend into the snow, it's going to have a better chance of eating. If you live, let's just get rid of the brother and the sister here. If you survive, if you live, you have a better chance of having babies. And then your babies will probably look like you do, and probably like whatever fish you chose to have babies with will also have little spines or no spines. So your babies will look like you. So most of the babies will also have no spines or low spines, which is good, which means that they'll survive better. This one, there's always some variation. We'll talk about that word next lesson more. There's always some differences. You don't exactly look like your brother and sister. I don't either. That variation is normal and it's good. The good variation, the stuff that really helps you, like the no spines, will help you survive. If you survive, you have a better chance of passing down your genes, your DNA, which say no spines. So your babies will look like you, their babies will look like them, their babies will look like them. So that's the answer to the question of how did they lose their armor and spines. It's that if you were born with small spines or no spines, you had a better chance of living. Then your babies would look like you with no spines or or small spines, then their babies would look like you. And so over time, it became common to have no spines. So the how, I had a lot of answers to that question. Some of you said because of pollution, which was a good guess. Some of you said because of climate change, which is also a good guess. Got to see the board here. Some of you said because of genes, which is true. Yeah, genes are what we get from our parents. But really the how, and then I jokingly said, was it magic? Was it just because you needed it? All those answers were good, but the real answer is because you are born the way you're born. So, if you're born with no spines, you probably will survive. The dragonfly won't eat you. If you survive, then your babies will probably look like you with no spines. So we'll talk about that more later, but that's the answer to how they lost their spines. But what I want to emphasize to you is we are born the way we're born. We are never going to just magically mutate and have wings. Stickleback's not going to magically grow spines or lose spines in their life unless that's part of their species, but it's not in this case. A tiger's never going to just lose its stripe in its life. Over time, a population can change, but you are born the way you're born. So evolution doesn't happen to individuals, it happens to populations over time. All right, so that was a long explanation, and you'll learn more about it next lesson, and then we'll take the assessment where you explain how this happened.